Hey, it's my face. Welcome back, episode 5. My beautiful friends, today we are making a villager breeder. We have a perfect spot right about here. And then to the left is where the village will be set up. So it should be a great enough distance to have two separate villages technically. But first, let us get what we need. We're going to need spruce. We're going to need some cobblestone. Again, we're keeping the basic materials pretty simple for these builds. Let's just pick up these saplings, and we have visitors. We have pillager patrol. These guys are not friendly. They're hostile towards you, iron golems, wandering traders, villagers. The guy with the big ominous banner on his head, that's the patrol captain. So let's just let these guys walk away and sort of despawn. Let's go get our cobblestone. So the basic concept of what we're going for is creating a 9x9 platform which will farm carrots. But we won't be farming the carrots. We'll have two villagers set up that will farm the carrots themselves, and they will share the carrots between themselves, and through that they will automatically breed. It makes it a lot easier than having to feed them yourselves. And this way they will be off breeding, farming, while we are working on other projects around the base. That's why we're getting this out of the way. So we got our 9x9 platform, and we're just going to set up a little workstation area with some storage, with a stone cutter. Put down our lovely crafting table. So if we count 4 in, just like with the wheat farm, we're going to dig a hole here. This is where the water source will be, and we're going to place just some spruce planks along the edge. That way we have sort of a safe place to walk if we have to walk in with the farm without trampling the crops. And along the edge we're just going to place some upside down spruce stairs. This is going to give it a little bit more of an overhang feel and add a little more depth to the build. All of this stuff here is just purely aesthetic. You can make it look however you like. You can build this wherever you like, wherever is fitting on your base. So we're going to put some 2 tall posts here in each of these outside corners. And with these posts, as well as the walls, this is what's going to keep the villagers inside, and it's going to keep the mobs outside, which is exactly what we want. You could build a whole room if you like, as long as there's at least a 2 tall wall. They can't escape and mobs can't get in. We're going to just put a little post here, the outside with some brick foundation. The brick should add a nice contrast to texture and color. Up next, we are going to work on the walls that are mostly going to be a facade. They're going to create the illusion of a larger house or building built into the hillside. Let's just clear out this space. We're going to have a little outside porch patio area here to give it a little bit more characteristic. We'll just do the same. We'll just build a 2 tall little post here, connect that later on with a fence. So let's grab some of this cobblestone and we're going to make it into a cobblestone wall. Adding this to the inside is going to give it a little bit more depth and break up just the flatness if it were just a cobblestone block. And actually, let's get rid of this bottom row. We're just going to make this spruce planks. I think that'll also help break up the wall. Anyway, we can break this wall up, and let's add another layer of cobblestone wall there. Then we'll have the windows in the center. So let's do the same thing on this other wall. So now we can turn our attention to where the baby villagers are actually going to go to. So let's make a 1x2 door frame here. We're going to need some trapdoors for this part. Trapdoors work because whether they're up or down, mobs will view them as being a block that they can walk on. So let's go ahead and remove this spruce plank here. We're going to replace that with a spruce trapdoor, and you can use any trapdoor. Now this is going to create a false sense of security for our baby villagers. When there are beds on the other side, they will run to them, and with these trapdoors down, they will then fall down into a water stream. And the last thing we need to do, we'll put a trapdoor here. That way the adult villagers will not be able to walk through, only the baby villagers. And we're just going to place the fence now around the outside edge of our villager breeder. And just like with the cow farm, and the fences are more than a block high, so mobs cannot get in and out. We'll replace this one here with a fence in case someone gets clever and tries to jump up on that block. So we're almost finished up here. Let's go ahead and grab some glass blocks and turn those glass blocks into glass panes. That way they'll fit more smoothly here in the cobblestone wall. So we need 4 panes over here, 4 panes over here, and then we're going to put 3 right up here above the door. Now let's finish off the fence here on the outside of the little deck area, as well as there, and it should be 100% secure. Mobs cannot get in, the villagers will not be able to get out. Alright, let's grab some water, and that's where they're going to fall down, and we're going to need them to end up somewhere over there. So we're going to build a tunnel in this general direction. We want it to be about 32 or more blocks away, so let's go ahead and dig down a couple. Anything more than 3 or 4 should be fine. We'll dig down about 5. We're just going to build a 2-tall tunnel going down. And since water will travel 8 blocks total, when it gets to 7, we're actually going to dig 1 block down so that that stream just keeps on pushing forward without us having to put more water sources. So we'll just dig 7, and then we'll dig down. Make sure we light it up so no mobs surprise us in here. And we're just going to finish up the basic room where they're going to all collect here at the end. And let's jump back to the beginning, make sure our water actually flows down like it's supposed to. Alright, and this is exactly how our baby villagers are going to just travel downstream. We'll knock out some of this cobblestone so we can move through here if we need to without bonking our head. So back outside, let's go ahead and finish the side of this structure. Just going to clear out a little space here. Just grab our cobblestone walls and fill this in. Again, we're just trying to create sort of the illusion of a larger structure in this hillside. And inside, we'll grab a bucket of water. We're going to build it just like any other farm. Knock these torches out and let's place these up on the fences. Make sure this area is well lit. We'll place a couple of these. Just do right about there. There, and now we just break out our trusty hoe. And we're just going to finish up this farmland. And you should note this can be made with potatoes or carrots. Carrots are technically the most efficient, so we're going to go ahead and stick with those. And let's place on a trapdoor and ruin our beautifully tilled land. All right, let's get rid of that. So we're going to place that trapdoor over the water source so that we can put a torch right atop that. Like I said, keep this area well lit. And let's just put down our carrots. Nice and easy. And now for the fun, sometimes frustrating part, we're going to head back to that village 1 right by our spawn, and we're going to relocate some villagers. Not kidnap them, relocate. So for this we will need a boat, not a chest boat. And we will find a villager, and we're just going to need to jump and try to place the boat down. Sometimes they can be a little tricky. There we go. And we just got to get one of these guys in. Nope, not 2. So carefully break this boat. Try not to injure the villagers. Let's try that again, see if we can just get one of these guys. There we go. Mr. Farmer, you are coming with us. And now we just need to row our boat. Oh, looks like we're stuck on grass. So let's make that in the dirt all around us, and we should be able to just slowly row our boat. Here we go. So this farmer doesn't know it yet, but they're going to be the grandfather / grandmother of our entire village. Later we'll give them a lovely name. And since this guy is currently employed, since he's got that farmer hat on, we're going to have to wait a little bit for him to actually become unemployed. And once that happens, he will actually gravitate towards one of these job blocks. So we're just going to have to chill, wait, chill, let him stand. And then once he loses that hat, he will be looking for a job. Come on, hat. Alright, he is unemployed. So let's see if he comes towards the job block here. Put down a stone cutter. Looks like he's going right towards it. And this is an easy way if you don't have mine carts yet. And it's pretty safe out here. It'll sort of follow you. Just keep placing down job blocks. Barrel, also a job block for a fisherman. So now he's a fisherman. And we'll destroy his job block, and then he will be unemployed once again, as you can see. Just do this a couple times till we can lure him inside. Make sure we knock out that trap door, because villagers cannot fit through there with a trap door, but you can. Come on, my friend. Come. Where did you go? Hello? Where'd this guy go? There you are. Hi. Alright, so he's a farmer. He's inside. That is villager 1. Success. Now, on to villager 2. Same thing. See if we can get this unemployed guy in here. Save us a little time. Nice. Alright, we're going to do the same thing. Carefully break this boat, and we're just going to guide him towards his new home with these job blocks. Come on, buddy. Check out this composter. You can be a farmer. There you go. Alright, we'll break that. Same thing. Just keep getting him closer to his new home. Alright, we almost got him inside. We just have to carefully break this trap door. Try to keep that guy inside. They like to stand right there. They really want to be hit with an axe, but let's not hit them. They don't like it. Alright, 2 villagers in. That is all we need to set up our automatic villager breeder. Now we just wait for these young lovers to breed and make a baby. Right now they're trying to access the beds that are on the other side of that trap door. And it looks like we have a baby, and somehow the baby has escaped. Which is good and bad. It's good we have a baby. We know they can breed. Not sure how it got out. I'm guessing... Alright, come here. Let's get him down there. Then we're going to figure out exactly what happened. Alright, yep. He probably jumped from the ledge there onto that grass block. So let's go ahead and knock that out. Should not be able to jump over 2 blocks. We'll just make sure he's going right where he needs to. Hi, you're our first little baby villager. That's so cute. Alright, so these hearts mean that they are in fact breeding, which is good. And you should see a baby villager pop out between them. Nope. Exclamation points, bad. Something's wrong. Alright, we're going to figure out what's going on. Okay, a few things going wrong here. Looks like we don't want that. Let's go ahead and let this guy sleep, and we're just going to all take a nap together. It's been a long day. Okay, so what I think is happening is that these beds are too close to that door. So first, let's get these guys back in here safely. Come on, my friends. Come along. Okay. So let's get them in there. Put this trap door back in place. And I think we place these beds past that second trap door. They should not be able to access it. And last, we want to just knock out this wall, and we're actually going to put the composters inside the wall so they stop jumping on top of the composters and then destroying the farmland there at the bottom. Alright, now for the roof. We're going to keep it pretty simple. We have some brick slabs. We're just going to start placing this right above the ledge, all along. And the same as how we have the brick foundation at the bottom. This should add a little bit of contrast from the wood and cobblestone. Give it a little bit more color. And on the inside, we're just going to continue with the slabs, but we're going to switch over to spruce slabs. We're just going to build this roof all the way up. And our goal with this is we want to kind of blend it into the hillside so it looks like this little house or structure is built into the hillside. Just kind of follow the natural contour of the hill. And we'll just be able to fill it in here with the dirt. The same, we'll just kind of blend in the roof, blend in with the dirt. This won't be very visible either, so it's up to you how much time you want to spend on this part. And the same here on the inside. It's not going to be really visible, but I want to finish it off with some spruce slabs for a floor in case we do decide to expand something inside later. And just like the other walls, we're just going to place down the spruce planks as well as the cobblestone walls here. And I think the last thing we're going to work on is where the villagers are going to end up. We're going to create just a little basic house for them. Something safe. It's mostly going to be in the background once our village is actually complete, so I'm not going to spend too much time on it now. Just building a basic box. We just want to make sure the villagers can't escape and that mobs cannot get in. This also means we need to light this up. And just like the other part of the villager breeder, we're just going to finish this roof with some cobblestone slabs. And the same idea, we just kind of want to be able to blend it into the hillside. Pretty simple structure all around. We can always change it up, add more detail later if we'd like to. I think, yep, I heard some more pillagers. Oh, pillagers. Alright, we're going to do that thing where we just run away. And we're going to collect some sand. And we're going to do a few other things we might need to do. And hope that they just despawn. Because we are not prepared to fight these fellas. They're quite strong with their crossbows. And I hope that they are gone. Let us sleep. Cross your fingers. It looks like they're not there. Let's go look. Please be gone. I really don't feel like dealing with that right now. Yeah? Alright. Alright, it looks safe. Okay, let's put up a fence here just to make sure any of these mobs don't surprise attack and drop down into our villagers. That's going to create a whole mess if we let that happen. So we're just going to put a fence here, make sure we knock one block out behind it. And that should do it. Our automatic breeder is up and running, and it'll continue to breed villagers while we are working on projects all around the base. Thank you so much for joining me, episode 5, and I hope you learned something, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Cheers.